lot of us, New Year's Day is the first day of a new diet. And if you're looking to lose weight, you might be looking for the perfect cheat code to the new you. Scroll through social media, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, and you're likely to find approximately 1 billion diet experts with the key, the secret ingredient to slimming down and staying fit. In 6 weeks, you'll be brighter, lighter, less brain fog, more energy. But how do you know which of these trendy tips are actually helpful and which ones are fads you should kick to the curb? We're dishing on diets next in this episode of Fad Diets. Before we get into it, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button so you can stay up to date on new Fad Diets. First, a disclaimer, we're a YouTube channel, guys, not doctors. Consult your physician before making any dieting decisions. Okay, disclaimer out of the way. Let's get physical. Fad diets are nothing new. Self-styled nutritionists with nothing but some personal experience and a can-do attitude have been serving up hot takes on food science for hundreds of years. One of the first fad diets came from everybody's favorite philandering poet, Lord Byron. Byron was obsessed with his appearance and weighed himself constantly to keep his trim figure. Your typical Victorian poet wasn't legit unless he was starving, so Byron ate little, exercised a lot, and suppressed his appetite by drinking down straight apple cider vinegar. As a celebrity, his vinegar diet was all the rage, leading some contemporary doctors to fret over the frail state of youth in the 19th century. Byron's attitudes toward food were probably evidence of an eating disorder, so they weren't wrong. In the 1920s, Lucky Strike cigarettes encouraged women to keep their figures by swapping out sugary sweets for cigarettes. And they weren't wrong. Cigarettes can curb appetite and burn calories. However, I think given the option, most women would choose keeping their lungs over losing a few pounds. Popularized in the 1970s and reportedly used by Elvis Presley, the Sleeping Beauty diet advocates sleeping over eating. Since sleep impacts eating habits and both weight loss and weight loss maintenance, it's a logical conclusion that when you get better sleep, you'll lose more weight. Not to mention, if you're sleeping, you're not eating. Champions of this diet suggest getting 10, 12, sometimes even 20 hours of sleep a day to avoid eating. If you're thinking you'll never be able to sleep that long, that's because champions of this diet also suggest popping a Xanax or some Valium to achieve optimal results. You can't snack if you're dead asleep, but you also can't snack if you're dead. Guys, not only is long-term sedative use extremely dangerous, but oversleeping has been linked to obesity, not weight loss. Fun fact about this diet, though, it's been traced back to Jacqueline Suzanne's 1966 bestseller, Valley of the Dolls. So I have a feeling this diet was never meant to get off of the page and out into the real world. And if you still think this fad diet sounds intriguing, well, just remember how sedatives worked out for the king. These days, you might find your favorite celebrity touting a Detox. That's tea detox. Take a look at the ingredients in these teas and you'll find your normal tea ingredients like ginger, cinnamon, and actual tea leaves, but you'll also find a few active ingredients that basically boil down to laxatives and diuretics. You may lose weight by brewing a cup or two a day, but you may also experience abdominal cramps, diarrhea, nausea, and for women, disruptions to your menstrual cycle. Not all fad diets were quack science, though. In the 1830s, Sylvester Graham advocated for a diet that was high in whole grains, fruits, vegetables, and clean drinking water. Since most Americans hydrated with beer, wine, and liquor, this was a radical change, and one that's pretty consistent with what we know about healthy eating now. However, Graham didn't want you to lose pounds. He wanted you to lose, other appetites. His philosophy was that meat, alcohol, spices, and hot showers were too exciting for young men and women, which is probably why people violently mobbed him on more than one occasion. I mean, have you ever gotten stuck with a cold shower? All right, so how do you tell if a diet is going to work for you? With any new diet plan, ask yourself the question, is this sustainable? The key to weight loss is long-term lifestyle changes, not quick fixes. In fact, many of the dieting fads that boast about their fast results can make that claim because they promote extreme methods that can't be maintained for long periods of time. Here are a few signs that your new healthy lifestyle is a fad in disguise. Ultra-low calorie restriction. Yes, if you're trying to lose weight, limiting caloric intake is definitely going to help. An average-sized human with minimal exercise requires roughly 2,000 calories a day to maintain their weight and roughly 1,500 a day to lose weight. So if you restrict your caloric intake to, say, under 1,000 calories a day, that'll help you lose weight faster, right? Yes, it will, but it's not good weight loss. When you restrict your calories too much, you'll lose fat, but you'll also be losing muscle mass. Muscle is important for everyday calorie burning, and losing muscle mass can actually slow down your metabolism, making it harder to lose weight and keep that weight off. And that's not to mention the immediate effects of starving yourself of calories. Feeling cold, tired, foggy, and just generally miserable. A simple rule of thumb is, if your diet plan makes it feel like you're suffering, it's probably not sustainable. Detoxes and cleanses. Listen, your body operates its very own detox system all on its own. You don't need a juice cleanse to kickstart your liver, kidney, colon, or lungs. They'll take care of themselves. Consuming juice and only juice for any period of time can spike your blood sugar and deprive your body of vital nutrients like protein, carbohydrates, and fats. These types of fads are also severely limiting your calories, which breaks down muscles, as we pointed out earlier. Added bonus, though, that muscle breakdown is actually creating toxins. So essentially, you're doing the opposite of a detox. But it's just a few days, you say? Yeah, that's because man can't live on juice alone. If your diet tells you it's a quick fix, it's because it's not sustainable. Supplements. If your new diet plan says you should be taking supplements, it's probably a fad. Some people need supplements to fill in nutrient deficiencies, but for most of us, we get everything we need from the food we eat. Just ask your doctor during your next visit. If you don't need a supplement, you could be doing yourself more harm than good. Supplements can actually be toxic for you at high levels, not to mention the supplement industry is not required to tell you what ingredients or the amount of said ingredients is in their product. The Food and Drug Administration in America classifies dietary supplements as a foodstuff, not a drug, so the industry is not even required to test their products for safety or effectiveness. That means that you might end up wasting money on something that won't help you lose weight and could include harmful ingredients that they're not legally required to tell you about. Oh, and just a quick tip, check and see who profits from that supplement you're buying. If your new health guru says the secret is in his health pills, he's probably just here to make a buck. Sure, you could sustain a diet of supplements, but save yourself the cash. Elimination diets. A lot of fad diets these days tell you to remove certain foods or food groups from your diet, and that can sound pretty reasonable too. Low-fat, low-carb diets look good on the outside because all junk food is high-carb and high-fat. But our bodies need 6 essential nutrients, which include carbohydrates and fats. When you start removing too many of the foods that provide these nutrients, your menus start to look a little sad and you deprive yourself of these basic building blocks for living. In other words, it's not sustainable. If this news has you down, don't fret. You don't need a crazy diet and exercise plan to get healthy. You can take some simple steps. Now, simple doesn't always mean easy, and losing weight for some folks is hard. But experts agree that these steps can lead to sustainable, lifelong fitness. Include more fiber in your diet. Fiber fills you up faster without increasing the amount of calories you eat. You can find fiber in fruits, veggies, whole grains, beans, basically all plant matter. Take a brisk walk. Just 30 minutes a day can help you lose weight, stay healthy, and even improve your mood. Stay committed. Weight loss isn't going to happen overnight. That's why fads don't work. If you really want to see results, you gotta be in it for the long haul. You need to make sustainable lifestyle changes and then stick with them. Find a community. Whether it's online or in person, having someone you can turn to when things get tough makes it easier to stay on track. And finally, consult your physician. Doctors can give you great advice on healthy lifestyle choices. So what about you? Got any weight loss tips that we missed? Any fad diets you want us to look into? Leave us a comment below and let us know what you'd like to see next. And don't forget to hit like and subscribe for the latest Fact Bites. See you next time.